gentlemen. Welcome back to a great another episode of Shyt Talkin Time with your boy Grazzle, not me. Well, it's time to do what we do best and let's talk this shit. As always, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please make sure you do. You guys have been doing great, man. I'm noticing the subscribers are going up, the likes is going up. I even seen a couple of arguments on the comments, man. I'm starting to really look like a real good YouTube channel. I definitely appreciate you guys deep down from the bottom of my heart. I do this for y'all. I do this for me too, but I mainly do it for y'all because if y'all wasn't on here watching me, I wouldn't, it would be no point. I mean, I think if I'm still sitting at 3 views a video, I would just be wasting my time. So I greatly appreciate y'all guys for showing me that y'all out here, y'all watching, and y'all liking what I'm doing. Um, as always, make sure you check out the sponsor. This video is sponsored by Heart and Stripes Clothing. Heartandstripes.com. Definitely go make sure you check us out. Always make sure you check out the sponsor, man. Without no sponsor, we couldn't do none of this. We got a variety of topics on the table today. A lot of things been grinding my gears. I know I promised y'all in the last episode that we would go back to the gatekeeping part two. But I got a few people. I actually want to get somebody on that episode that I know has been gate kept for quite some time. Um, I actually know a few people. Some of them really don't even care to speak about it because, like I said, they done found money around being gate kept. Kind of like me myself. Like I say all the time, don't bother me. Most people been gate kept so long, it don't it's okay. They figured out ways around. But that episode's still coming up next. What we're gonna tap into today is all this legal stuff going on again. We got some new motions on the Dirt case. We got some new stuff on the Pooh Shiesty situation. I actually tapped in the other day to an interview from Hernandez Goved. And I actually like Hernandez Goved. I mean, it's just something about boy. I mean, he just give me that OG, don't fuck around, nigga, I crush you type time. Definitely, I like his persona. And as far as the details, his information is dead on. And like I tell people all the time, I mean, I follow behind a lot of these cats, Seti Nash, Hernandez Govan. I watch academics. Like I watch, I'm not a biased YouTuber. See what I'm saying? I watch Poetic Flacco. Like I watch a lot of these guys. These are like the dudes when I wake up in the morning, brushing my teeth, washing my face. I'm listening to these guys. And I want a lot of people to understand why, I know it's probably gonna be weird to hear another podcaster is fans of other podcasts, is because at the end of the day, it's like, okay, this is a space where a lot of people wanted to be. I should have been here a long time ago. I don't know why. Years ago, I had tons of connections, celebrities, people I could have got tapped into with no problem. I was more comfortable behind the scenes, which I'll probably end up going eventually. Y'all know how I get, man. I'm here one day, it's AI tomorrow, could be a whole new host, whole new format. You never know. That's because I'm looking to build this brand bigger than what it is. Another thing, like I tell people with me, why I can't be gate kept because I got my own money. I don't need investors. I don't need, sponsors and none of that. I don't know if you guys have put it together yet. Heart and Stripes sponsors a lot of my YouTube channels. I own Heart and Stripes Clothing. Um, Probably would have been said something, but I figured that people with common sense to put it together. Um, I own a lot of different things, a lot of different companies. Um, I invented stuff, few things in the market out here. It's just that I like to keep things to myself because that's not what we here talking about. We here talking about, this is my street platform. So this is where I could talk about street current events, so on and so forth. But it is important for y'all people to understand who y'all sitting here watching. No, I'm not none of them other guys. Them other guys are famous and notable from this shit. I am famous and notable from other stuff. I just chose to come here and take a seat and, get my face known, things like that. I mean, I have over 6 different YouTube channels. So a lot of times when y'all don't see videos go up on this channel, it's because I'm working on another channel. But back to the task at hand. I like the way that Hernandez Govez break things down. Um, for a while, I always wondered why didn't Pooh Shiesty sign a Yo Gotti? It kind of makes sense. And to me myself, we gonna get back on that, but because I got something I gotta say about the city of Memphis. To me, honestly, I really just thought that Memphis was a crab in a barrel. They just haters. They don't want to see Gotti build a mega label, so on and so forth. But then you got real niggas like Hernandez Govez that come past and say, oh, okay, Pooh Shiesty father had a record label back in the day, and one of his artists was had little wordplay with Gotti. So I guess that's why he didn't go sign with Gotti originally, because his dad probably told him otherwise. Then once his dad see how Gucci play, oh fuck it, man, we going over there with Gotti and them. Shit, his pop probably was over there negotiating the switch with Gotti and them the whole time before he got out of jail. So we never know about the behind the scenes, but I tell people tapping in with these names that I name, these are like the people who I go to. So like if something happened in the city, I'm gonna go here. Something happened out West Coast, I'm gonna go watch Steady Nash channel. Something happened West Coast, anywhere else, I watch Flacco. Like I that's how I kind of keep up to what's going on, details, and then like I said, I'll play off of them and get some more details that they probably left out for various reasons, or they just it wasn't available when they shot the video, and that's how I get my space. Um, when they just go there, like I said, I take my head off to him because he technically spanked the case. So he could be out here doing anything. He could have went back to the streets. He could have got back in trouble. Nah, he picked the positive route. I'm gonna get out here and be a podcast. And the crazy part about it, Hernandez Govez was smart because Memphis needs an air. Every city needs an air. See what I'm saying? Just like the Seti Nashes, Govez, Poetic Flacco, it could be one in every city. It's a space for every city because nobody can give in city details like a person in the city. My other homie I watch all the time, Trenches News. Anything I want to know about Chicago, anything I want to know about Dirt, I'm gonna go watch Trenches. That's kind of how it go. And I'm glad to see that all these names I'm naming are not big celebrity podcasters or friends of celebrities. These are regular people just like me and you. These niggas ain't got no money. I mean, Academic probably got a couple dollars, but the rest of the podcasters I name, they regular people just like me. So for that reason, those are the reason why I click or gravitate more to their channels more than anything. But Hernandez Govez sharing that little tip definitely opened my eyes a lot because I always wonder why didn't everybody go to this nigga pulling up at studios giving out $250,000 cash, 700,000. So I'm like, I'm kind of lost. And then he's signing y'all as labels. See what I'm saying? Gotti is signing people as artists and labels. See what I'm saying? So it's like to me, sound like a pretty good idea. So for him to put that tidbit, that was cool. Definitely cool. Another thing that I heard on that shit that I didn't like is now it's got people going around saying that uh Pooh Shiesty Camp was trying to reach out to the Gucci cameraman to return his stuff for him to drop the charges. And main man said, nah, he'd rather have his day in court. Um, I'm gonna tap on that because like I said, it's still fucking with me a lot. That's why I don't really like to tap too much of the Pooh Shiesty thing. I was going hard in the beginning because I really didn't think the shit. I was hoping the shit was some bullshit. I was hoping it was publicity stuff. I really fuck with the youngin. So I really didn't want to see him come out and go right the fuck back and then go back for a crazy kick. So that was mainly more me. And then as I started to read the details, one of my homies sent me the federal charges file. I was like, oh, this shit real. And see, like I tell people, man, a lot of things be rumor report. But once that federal paperwork start getting filed, you start seeing charges, niggas going to court, lawyers doing press conferences. It's not a hoax. It's real. So the only thing I can say is free Pooh Shiesty. I hope it work out good for them. Big 30 should be okay. I don't think he even has a criminal record. So this is like his first real case. Um, he might get a slap on the wrist. Reason I say slap on the wrist is still gonna be years. But compared to being a co-defendant with a record like Shiesty's, oh, they'd both be going up for 10, 20 years. 30 might be home a couple years, you know, because 30 really didn't even, he kind of was like a co-conspirator, but to be honest, if anybody don't say that 30 put their hands on him or drew a gun or something like that, he could just be charged as like a co-conspirator in the building, which will probably only carry like 1 to 3 years or something like that. People like to scare motherfuckers and have you thinking everybody going to jail for 30 years. No, it's a possibility. 30 could be home very soon. He could be home quick, even if he gets charged and convicted, because he doesn't have a criminal record. So being though that these are the feds, he has 0 points. Even if 30 goes to jail, they're 30 going to jail with Bitcoin niggas and shit like that. He ain't going to jail with no steppers and no gangsters. Y'all gotta understand the federal shit. I'm keeping it 100. He's going with, he has a very low custody though. So no, he's not gonna be in there with lifers and 70-year niggas like Pooh Shiesty and his dad is. Probably some of the other co-defendants that they got criminal records because y'all gotta realize, like when they go to the feds, my homie told me this. My homie was actually a victim, you know. Give y'all a little brief detail about the type niggas I fuck with. Like fuck. So my homie ended up doing 2.5 years in the feds. He was a victim. Back in the day, everybody was doing check scam, shit like that. They came and got him. When the guy got caught, they tried to get him to flip. My man said, no, I don't even know the nigga, but I ain't telling on him. So he got charged as a co-conspirator. Actually, not being funny, the niggas who was running the scam start trying to make it sound like he was a partner, like trying to flip on him. And he was just one of they did probably 150 different people, but him, they tried to flip on. So fast forward on, my man gets sent up to Islandwood, up in Islandwood, Pennsylvania. I had a cousin that was currently serving a 15-year sentence in Islandwood. And the whole 2 years my man was in jail, he never seen him. And I'm like, how do y'all ain't see each other on the yard? You ain't see each other at chow. You just never seen this nigga. Ah, bro. And when he broke it down to me, he was like, "No, you gotta remember, bro. I got a crazy record. I've been in and out of jail, caught with guns, all that shit. So his points level was crazy." He said, "Nigga, my Sully had 67 years. He spent his 2 years around niggas with 60, 70, 113 years. My cousin spent his time with Bernie Madoff and white collar criminals because he never had been arrested. He had no custody. Never been arrested in the state or in the feds. That was his first charge. So for that reason, low security. See what I'm saying? And I mean, when y'all, if anybody think I'm lying, go do the research. Ask one of y'all fucking folks that been to the feds. Everybody know the feds has a point system. And that's how it goes, depending on how many times, like even for somebody like me, before I got my criminal record expunged, I had like 7 arrests. So even though I never did any jail time, them 7 arrests would have gave me a high level once I got to the feds. Definitely because I had like robbery cases, discharging firearm in public. I didn't do none of this shit. It was mistaken identity. But the charges still say what they say. And they carried me for years and years until a program came when I got on the sponge. And that's why now I don't have a criminal record anymore. Plus, I didn't get in trouble in like 10 years or something like that. I think they said probably longer than that. Because like I tell people, I got arrested a lot, but it wasn't consecutive. I might get arrested like 2009. I might not get booked again until like 2013. Or I might get locked up in 2017. Like it was years. It's always years. So it wasn't nothing that they can take off a step and bring back because it was over the time limit. But knowing that, that's why I could comfortably say 30 is probably the best in this situation. I don't know about the other co-defendants' criminal record. I know Pooh Shiesty dad did some time. I know he did some time. So their charges is going to be bananas. 30, like I said, out of everybody that we know, 30 is probably going to be the lightest. Um, Fast forward on, man, on to the next topic because it's also been grinding my gears too. Next thing we talk about this character, Young Thug. The reason why I call him a character, because like I said, people around me gonna laugh because I listen to Thug all day long, halftime, all that shit. I still bang Thug every day. It's just a simple fact why I'm gonna call him a character because he in the space now where he's trying to find himself. His music ain't resonating like it was before. Shit ain't clicking. And I'm gonna send you a message, Thug. Hopefully, y'all people help me out. Get this to Thug, man. It's a couple hundred of y'all. Definitely, oh yeah, y'all. We up to 300 subscribers now and counting, man. Keep going, man. Please, appreciate you guys. But let's get this message to Thug. I mean, young Thug gotta understand, right? Um, he probably gonna hate me for this, but I'm sorry. This the only way I can do it. You got Takashi 6ix9ine. You got Young Thug, right? Takashi 6ix9ine come home with a multi-million-dollar record deal, security budget, and motherfuckers booking this boy for shows. Young Thug come home, not really the same. I'm gonna tell you why. Young Thug is doing exactly what he's not supposed to do. Fuck all that shit, bro. Lock in back on the music. Like the old Thug. Like just keep putting it out, bro. You got money. You can afford to make a song every other fucking day. Just keep putting them out, bro, and it's gonna click. What you don't realize is you got a lot of, I ain't gonna say a lot of mustard, but you got a little flack with you, so you gotta ride it out. See, the reason why Takashi came home to so much success because he did not deny nothing he did. He lived this truth, and he ain't have a problem with none of that shit. And people respected that because, like, just like Donald Trump, you can't respect a nigga that ain't lying. I respect the fuck out of nigga that ain't lying over anybody. So if you trying to do gimmicks and shit like that, nah, it's not gonna work, though. I mean, you can't. You did come to the Meek and Friends show. He definitely did come through Philly and do his thing. I heard a very good show. Um, but outside of that, it's been very quiet with him as far as the music. At the end of the day, you kind of fucked yourself by talking about the machine. I don't know if you noticed your boy Drake. You can't talk about the machine when you in the machine. That's where you went wrong at, bro. Fuck all the other shit I'm saying. When you call yourself trying to talk about the machine like you wasn't in the machine, you got conversations saying, oh, gun in the machine, but you not in the machine. You are the machine, bro. So now, when you come out of jail, you know all of this shit. Y'all was buying views, y'all was buying plays, y'all was probably buying albums. Now, where do your career go from there? And everything got to be transparent for a while, bro. No smoke and mirrors, no hitting shit. Everything with you, Thug, needs to be transparent from here on out. If you want the fans back and you want you want people back fucking with you, bro, you have to get transparent. To me, you still ain't transparent, bro. You run around with rainbow dreads, bro. Come on, man. Come on, bro. You tipping, man. I would have rather you been motherfucking Thug with a low cut. Rainbow dreads, bro. Come on, man. Then they talk about, oh, that nigga run around with a dress. Man, bro, that's attention, bro. But at the end of the day, that shit worked the first time. It ain't gonna work the second time. Cause real nigga shit, you in the dress pause, no homo. That's what got my attention. Cause I remember I seen this. I said, this nigga got a dress on. Then I go type in his music. I'm like, Woody will pop at his noggin. I said, oh, this nigga running the game. Oh, this dress shit. Oh, this a gimmick. Oh, he's trying to Uzi Vertus. Yeah, he stole from my youngin. But I was like, he trying to Uzi Vertus. This dress just cat game. You run up on this nigga and say something about that dress, you gonna fuck around and be under. Just like Uzi. Niggas talk all perfume, bags and all. Nigga, go tell a nigga about his purse. He gonna go right in that purse and put you the fucking one. It's a gimmick. And I mean, a lot of times where these people gotta realize and understand, my nigga, y'all are entertainers. Y'all are not gods. Y'all are not kings. Remove the security, a regular nigga like me will knock you the fuck out. You're not a god. You're not a demon. You're not none of that shit, bro. Y'all just got a bunch of moving parts around y'all. That's it. Y'all are entertainers. Y'all are entities. That's what you need to be. Not street niggas, not gangsters, not thugs. Be an entertainer, thug. Focus back on that. Fuck all that trying to clear your name up. And I didn't do this and yet did that. Man, fuck all that, bro. Get in the studio. Ain't nobody trying to hear none of that shit, bro. Get some features popping. Get some music back in with other niggas. We don't even give a fuck if it's the hot nigga that's popping. Just start making some music, bro. Stop waiting for Wham. Another thing, bro. Wham got his own headache. Wham trying to get himself back popping, bro. I don't know if you noticed, but you and Wham in the same spot. Everybody scared to say that shit. I ain't scared of y'all niggas. I keep it 100, bro. Wham in the same spot, bro. His music ain't hitting with me. I just listened to like 3 new songs. I ain't like none of them. He been going too long, and then it's like he trying to come back with this different sound that I don't like it. Doug, that joint you dropped, the first 2 joints you dropped when you came home, I said, oh, I'm on. I said, oh, this nigga back. Then you furnish on and drop some shit. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Oh, they ain't playing games. Oh, this AI. This ain't him. Like that's how I started looking at a lot of y'all shit now. Like y'all niggas, this AI, somebody made this. This a fan creed. But nah, man, just stay true to yourself, baby. I can't tell you nothing. Youngin, you came in hungry. It's hard to recreate that hungry now unless you're gonna donate every penny you got and go back to zero, nigga, and reconnect with that hunger outside of that. My advice for Lil Baby, you still got the keys. See what I'm saying? Thug, same thing with you. Y'all still got the keys to Atlanta. What y'all need to do while y'all going through y'all dry spells, get behind the other artists. Y'all got all them niggas around y'all that rap. Get behind them because your shit might not be resonating, but one of them might. So take this time to push y'all other artists, push y'all friends, push people around y'all. And then that way, this time don't go wasted. Kind of sort of, I'm gonna give you an example. Go look at Drake page. Drake been pushing Party and all his little homies the whole time since he been out with the Kendrick beef. He never stopped. His YouTube channel continue to make money, continue to get new music put on it, new content. That's what it's about. So, I hope, you know, y'all Atlanta cats get it together, man, and get it back. But the one thing I'm gonna tell y'all, no, y'all want the game in the chokehold. That's done. Y'all chokehold over. Y'all just the game. But y'all had it with T.I. and them, and then they let it come back to y'all again. Oh, y'all ain't getting it the third time. Definitely not with all the stuff that's going on with the niggas in the city because right now, y'all ain't got nobody back to stand on but Wayne. Everybody else got some questionable shit with them or niggas got this in the tuck and hiding this information and all this. Wham is the only nigga that's straight out of y'all. So if anything, man, he need to be bringing. I mean, y'all need to distance from him before y'all fuck up his credibility. And this is a comment in this episode because people don't think about this neither. If I'm in a situation like them and I know Wham's still good, Wham bubbling, nigga, me and Wham only gonna be together behind closed doors. They gonna I'll pull up the Wham crib. TMZ might catch me paparazzi, but nah, as far as us out in the club, no, we ain't doing none of that. It's your career, little homie. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna be at the crib, barbecuing, playing the game with you, all that shit. That's behind closed doors. That's when you Dominique. So some of the times niggas gotta learn how to separate the difference. Wham and Thug cannot be out here in public, but Jeffrey and Dominique can still be who they is. That don't change. And Doug being the older nigga should definitely let him know that. I think that's what a lot of these people be doing. That's why I think it popped in my head, because I really think a lot of these people be playing us. And that's what it is. And I don't even look at it as playing us no more because exactly the knowledge that I gave you is what I'm gonna leave y'all with in y'all mind, because that's correct. To the world, our eyes, We cannot see Young Thug and Little Baby out here because the next thing you know, Baby condoning that shit. Baby, I thought he would stand up, this, and that. But as far as once the music is over, people go home. Yeah, Jeffrey and Dom, good. They can be as good as they want to be. And that's why I hope that relationship is still there. I really hope that the narrative, because like some of the times, I hope y'all guys do tap in later on and say, y'all let me know if y'all feel the same way in the comments too. Do y'all really be thinking that these cats really be letting this internet shit control their friendships and relationships and stuff like that to where because the internet don't say they should be around each other that they not at all? Or do you think they still kicking it behind closed doors? Because I used to tell people years ago, I think Jay-Z and Dame Dash kicked it before. I ain't gonna say kicked it a lot, but I'm willing to say that somewhere throughout this time span, they done had a conversation. They probably not gonna tell us, but they done had a conversation. They probably done kicked it once or twice, just not like they used to. But I know for a fact there's no way them men made all that money and had all that success and y'all just don't, y'all wouldn't even utter a word to each other. I find it hard to believe. And I don't think that egos is that big when y'all see us other niggas out in the world with just as much money, just as much success. So the egos get put to the side when it comes to dealing with your friend. See what I'm saying? And I deep down believe that Dame Dash and Jay Z has a secret relationship, and that's what's going to keep me happy, knowing that these guys ain't just do this whole crazy run, and then all of a sudden y'all at each other next for the rest of y'all lives. That's just kind of hard to sit with. I want to know people to always want to, see the good, man. I was one of the niggas running around back in the day talking about, no, 50 and Fat Joe cool. That shit just cat. And then now look what happened. 50 and Fat Joe cool again. It was never supposed to be an issue. Issues that never supposed to be can definitely get fixed. Definitely if nobody got hurt in the situation. And Dame and Jay-Z, nobody got hurt, bro. Nobody camp got fucked up. Nobody, nothing. Like nobody got hurt. Only thing when you can, but that we know to the public, because we don't know what went on behind closed doors. But anything that ever happened to Jay-Z camp was always rectified. See what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, I don't understand where so much animosity. Um, I don't know was Dame stealing. I never seen any proof of him stealing. So it's like what drew this wedge, or pretty much what put the wedge between Brooklyn and Harlem that could never be done in all these years, but y'all two guys did. You know, just a little food for thought, man. Definitely. Thanks for letting me bend y'all guys here, man. Feel a little excited seeing my 300 subscribers. See, to y'all don't understand. I'm a man that I ain't gonna say I have everything, but I got a lot. So it's the little things that intrigue me. See what I'm saying? Doing this YouTube shit, most people think you can pay your way. YouTube, you gotta grind. This shit more grind than the streets, way more grind. And I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I've been putting my work in a lot over the last year and a half on this channel, and it's starting to show. I mean, I know people like, damn, you have your shit for 300, but at the end of the day, I remember when it was three. I remember when it was 30. If you could look back to just a year ago, I had like 97 subscribers for like a year. I just had 180 something about 3 weeks ago. See what I'm saying? So it's the growth that's exciting me. And then it's like I'm always looking for that sign that says, hey bro, is it time to hang this shit up, man? Or should you keep going? And those are the little signs that I get along with the DMs on my social media pages, some of y'all people messaging me, but y'all ain't subscribing, man. Quit playing, man. Hit that subscribe button, bro. It don't cost y'all a thing. Neither does that like button. Also, checking out the sponsor don't cost y'all a thing neither, man. This video is always sponsored by Heart and Stripe Clothing. Check them out at heartstripe.com. And as always, your boy Browser. See you next time.